welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting and another episode of Dungeons and Dragons with the comic community. We are still playing Ghosts of Saltmarsh, and they finally cleared out the catacombs underneath the Tower of Zinobus last week. Well, or gave up and left. But
we succeeded in our mission.
You succeeded in your mission. As you came outside, you stumbled across Ordo, who was disoriented and because the spell gone awry thanks to the ward, but you have found him and he is back with you, and you guys went back to the boat and we're headed back to town, and that is where we left things. So you guys have not got back to town yet, but you were on your way back. Anybody have any questions or thoughts before we get started tonight?
No, we still have that girl with us, right? She's coming back. Yeah.
She was with you, so you were taking her back to town as well. And there was no sign of the wizard. He apparently did not stay. He apparently left after he sent you guys down there. Reminder, you did take a short rest or a long rest during that, so you guys were probably down there for about 2 days total. So, and you guys had not rested yet on your way back. So if you wanted to, like, before you sailed back for town, although it wasn't very far, take a long rest, you could have, but you guys were basically right over here.
I assume if we're going back to town for downtime, we're gonna end up having a long rest before we really do anything.
So you guys were just up the bay here, so you weren't that far from town. So like I said, it'd been like over here somewhere. So, I'm not sharing my.
I was gonna say we can't see the map.
Yeah, you guys just let me. Yeah, so all right, you guys will be like off the map over here. That's where you guys were at. So a little further than that, probably, but not too much. All right, so you guys just head back into town then.
Should we go with the girl, the woman, the hostage?
Not our hostage.
Her father.
Well, so when you guys arrive back in town, that's where she's gonna go probably immediately, is go search out her father. But what you guys do is up to you.
I don't know that we need to deliver her. She's an autonomous person.
So that's up to you guys.
Although, she is prone to being kidnapped apparently, so maybe we should walk her back home.
My guess is there's going to be she's part of the city guard. There's going to be people around. So yeah, it just depends on what you guys want to do.
She still has that letter, right?
She still has. Yeah, she kept that letter. So
I think Gargle would probably make sure she got home safely.
Okay. So you guys arrive back in the harbor and proceed to the dock. And once you are docked, she is on the move. So Gargle, are you going with her?
Yeah. I mean, I was the one who technically rescued her, so I think he feels like he needs to kind of see it through to make sure she's home safely.
Well, anybody else going?
I'll go because I want to verify. I'm interested in that letter.
I'll be with Woody.
Well, I'm going to go too, just because.
All right, so you're all following her. So when you get to the dock, she is a woman on a mission, and she starts up the dock pretty quickly. And the first member of the city guard she sees, which is an old friend of your guys', is Mo, one of the two less than. She starts yelling at him, "Mo!" And he's like, "Miss Lamunda, you're safe." And so she's like, "Where's my father? I need to speak with him immediately." Yes, he's over by the town hall. I'll go fetch him. And so he heads off in that direction, and her hollering has drawn the attention of other people around the dock, and people start to crowd around and like, "Miss Lamunda, you're safe. You're back. What happened?" So she's like, I'll talk to you later. I must speak with my father. What would any of you like to do, if anything, other than just keep following her?
I think just follow her is what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys get about. So Mo took off at a run, and so let me zoom back in here on the town. So a reminder, you guys are docked over here. town hall is not very far. It's just right up here. So you're only a little ways up the street when you see Mr. Eleander, the commander of the city guard, come running toward his daughter and embrace her. So, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, you're safe. I've been so worried about you. What has happened? Where have you been?" And she proceeds to turn and point at you guys. It's like, thanks to them, I'm safe. We were attacked on the road. We were ambushed, and I was the only. They killed everyone but me, and they took me prisoner. And it appears it was for a purpose. And she hands him the letter. So before he reads it, he does look up at you guys. "Oh, thank you. Where did you find my daughter? Where were you at?"
That's like proprietary information, but
And he just was like, "What?" She's like, "We were beneath," and she begins speaking. We were beneath. I was being held beneath in the catacombs, beneath the old Tower of Xenopus. And he's like, "What? No one goes down there. I thought the wizard had blocked that." "Apparently not. There were smugglers working out of it." And smugglers? "Yes, but thanks to these gentlemen, they have been taken care of."
And lady.
Oh yeah, she helped. So, oh yes, and lady. Sorry, Felicia. And I forgot where my train of thought. Anyway, she's like, "But Father, you really could read this letter." And so he's like, "Certainly." And he opens what you found, and he's like, and you see his face turn from relief at seeing her to absolute rage as he reads and realizes who he believes the signature. "How did you find this? Where did you find this? One of the men that was escaping dropped it." "So one of them got away?" "Yes. Yes. One of them fled as soon as they arrived and left his compatriots to fight them." It's like, "This will not stand." And come with me. And he's talking to her mainly, but he starts marching back up the street. And as soon as he runs back into Mo, so are you guys going to follow through this, or are you ready?
Oh yeah.
I'll follow that letter.
It's just getting good.
Okay.
We are now entertained.
So, all right. Well, I'll keep. So he runs into Mo, and he immediately gives him order to bring Sabine and I forgot that other guard's name. Who was the other lieutenant you guys met?
I'm using minor illusion to create a bag of popcorn.
So he tells Mo to track down Sabine, and who is the kind of his lieutenant, and what was that other guy's name? I should have got that a while ago when I forgot to write his name down this time for this session. Sorry. Gordle, yeah, the other guard captain, Gordle Thorne. So he tells him to go get them and bring them to him immediately, and he's marching and have them and then tell them to bring their squads and meet him at the town hall because he is he is there. So he's getting a force to and he starts heading back for the town hall. And
Fight.
World Star.
So he gets there and he pauses outside. She's like, "What are you gonna?" And she finally catches back up to him because he's been on the move. And she's like, "What are you planning to do, Father?" He's like, "Well, I'm going to take him into custody for this, but I need to have several of the guards here because this will not go over well, probably." So he is waiting patiently for the moment outside the town hall. What would you guys like to do, if anything? Or are you just all passing around Felicia's fake popcorn?
So he's standing outside waiting for the troops.
Yes.
So I want to ask him, I mean, why are you so angry about this letter?
Because because it appears that one of the people that we were supposed to be able to trust in this town attacked our own guards and had my daughter kidnapped.
And who's that?
What?
And who's that?
Gillen Primewater.
Are you sure that's his?
I would know his signature anywhere. I've seen it on all kinds of council documents.
See, and you thought we were the bad guys.
Yeah.
Clearly, I owe you all an apology that you are more stand-up citizens than I suspected at the beginning. I am sorry for suspecting you of being up to no good. I am forever in your debt for returning my daughter.
Never liked that guy.
I like him like this.
Debts are usually paid.
We may have use of his army before long.
I was going to say, he's like, well, I'm not a rich man, but certainly I can assist you if you need some sort of task here in town.
There you go. I'd rather him owe us than pay us.
Do you have any connections with the fish milky industry?
He just looks at Gargle bewildered, and it's like, he turns to Felicia, who
I throw popcorn at him. I throw fake popcorn at him.
At Gargle or
a gargle?
Well, it's illusionary, so I wouldn't even feel it, right?
No, nothing.
He's like, well, you may be upstanding, but you are a strange group.
It's a regional delicacy.
I'll see if I can have someone find something for you.
Right on.
And in that moment, about a dozen guards come running up to the outside of the hall, and he's like, excellent. And he quickly breaks off with Sabine and Gordel and talks to them briefly, and then Sabine and Lamunda and two other guards come with him inside while the rest stay outside. Do you guys follow inside?
Yes.
Sure.
So we go back to the old town hall. He marches down the hallway and to the office on the end, throws open the door, and you hear some sputtering from inside of, what is the meaning of this? Eleander, what is going on? Why are you barging into my office? He's like, you're under arrest, Gillen. I have you now. What are you talking about? You kidnapped my daughter. And you hear like a, what? Why on earth would I do such a thing? And he throws the little paper on his desk. I have all the proof I need. Arrest him. And so, but no, I have nothing. What are you talking about? I have nothing to do with this. And they, so Sabine and one of the other guys go up to him, grab him, and bind his hands behind his back. And we'll talk more once you're in jail. And they start to march him out. You guys just kind of stand to the side and continue to eat fake popcorn.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
So
I would pause them or try to pause them for a moment and say, like, is this dude gonna get like a fair trial?
Of course he will.
All right, I'm
At the
gonna
moment,
trust.
he's not going to have the opportunity to use one of his ships to run.
All right.
So, and they march him down the hall and back out the door. Do you guys keep following?
Yeah. This is entertaining.
So as you come back outside, you notice that the commotion has drawn a bit of a crowd, and when they come out with Gillen bound and apparently under arrest, several of the people in the crowd and in the town are like, what is the meaning of this? What are you doing, Eleander? And start yelling questions. And he's like, none of your business at this time. there'll be an announcement later. And he's like, let's move to the jail. And he starts to try to walk off, but people don't appear happy and are yelling at him and, how dare you arrest Gellin? What are you doing? And, so Gellin is a rather popular figure in town. Do you guys continue to follow?
I mean, I would definitely at this point, because I want to make sure that the prisoner gets to the jail safely. If there's like a bit of a hubbub going on.
Yeah. So as you guys continue to follow, the crowd begins to grow, but additional guard members also kind of come up to surround them marching toward the jail. So they make it all the way. That's the wrong Zoom. So I'm going to go the other way. Come back in here. And I believe what was it? That's a good question. I'll go back to the map because I don't remember off the top of my head which building is which here. Sorry. Barracks and jail is number 2. So yeah, they march him from here all the way out across the bridge. By the time they're getting over toward the jail, the crowd is growing pretty big, and there's some angry people. As they cross the bridge, Ida comes running up, who's the head of the council, and it's like, "What is the meaning of this, Eleander? What is going on?" And he's like, "I'll explain everything once we're in the barracks." And he's like, "Please follow me. Trust me, I'm not doing this without reason." And with that, she follows in, and they head to the jail. Do you guys follow the whole way?
Yeah.
Feels make me nervous.
So, yeah. Well, once you get to the barracks, he does not, I'm sorry, but we're keeping everyone out at the moment because there's quite the crowd following you. So you are not allowed to enter the jail.
I'm going to turn to the crowd. That's right. All of you, go away.
That's gratitude for you.
And then I turn to like I'm going to follow him.
Yeah, they still don't like it.
You mean us? Oh, right.
Well, he's not really. He's just he tells the Sabine and the other members of the guard. He's like, nobody but members of the guard or members of the council will be allowed to enter while we're dealing with this.
A priest should be allowed for the prisoner. Allow me.
I think not. If he needs a priest, we'll get the head of the temple. And with that, he marches on inside and shuts the door.
All right.
Bummer.
So the crowd is now... Lamunda is stopped outside and has now turned their questions to Lamunda. What is the meaning of this, Lamunda? What has happened? And she's like, all will it be explained in time. Just be patient, please. And with that, she returns to you guys and says, I must thank you so much again for helping me escape from those folks. As like my father said, I am in your debt as well. And if you need something, please don't hesitate to call on me. And what would you
where can we find you?
She works for the city guard, so she's going to be in town. So
okay.
Hey, Lamunda.
Yes, Gargle.
Could I cash in my favor now?
Well, I guess what is it you're looking for here, Gargle?
I would like to speak with the prisoner.
Well, I'm afraid I probably can't arrange that at the moment, but if you'll give me some time and once they get some things settled, then I'm sure that will be arranged.
All right, that's cool.
Is there a reason that you're wishing to speak with him?
I just want to help you guys figure out what's going on. If there's a bad dude roaming around here, I want to make sure he's brought to justice, but I also want to make sure that, we got the right bad dude, so we don't have some other bad dude just roaming around the street who framed this bad dude into thinking that he's the one who did it, because then the bad dude who really did it's actually still out there doing bad dude things, dude.
She looks at you with a softer expression than she has before. She's like, You're a good man, Gargle, and trust me, I know my father can be brisk and rough, but Gellin will receive fair treatment. But I will try to arrange for you to speak with him at the soonest convenience.
Right on.
And with that, she goes inside. And what would you guys like to do from here?
I'm actually lawful good.
I got that.
I guess at this point I would head back to our accommodations and get some rest.
Or the wizard.
Are you guys going to go get rest, or are you going to go report to the wizard first?
Might as well go to the wizard.
If it comes, like to coin or asleep, I'm going to go for the coin.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll join. Depending if it's still like the middle of the day, I'll join them. See.
I would say it's probably late. Let's see, because you guys went in first thing in the morning. You guys were in the thing. You did a long rest. It's probably getting late in the afternoon, I would say, that you returned. So it's been a day or so. But yeah, it's probably late in the afternoon. So
Good enough.
So want to head toward Kelladek,
Yeah.
toward this little tower, which is over here at number 6.
I mean, we're already kind of like halfway there.
Okay.
Yeah, are we gonna pass it?
Well, if you went back to the boat, no, but it's way over here. So you have to kind of go off the beaten path to get to it to begin with.
Do we still have rooms at the bar?
No, you guys closed all those out.
Okay.
When you got
Sleeping
your
on the boat, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was saying we have a boat we can just sleep on.
I'm on a boat.
Yeah.
Flippy floppies.
So yeah, you guys have been sleeping on the boat. I mean, it's not like it might be late in the day, but like you could go visit
Let's go to the wizard.
and then still get back to the boat before like the middle of the night. Like it might be getting dark or whatever, but you should be okay.
Perfect.
We're off to see the wizard.
You are in town, so walking around at night is not that big a deal.
I did have a cloak I was waiting for to arrive at the one guy.
Yeah, I believe
lady.
Captain Zindros. Yes,
Oh.
she ordered that for you. She told you 2 to 3 weeks. It's probably been about a week since you did
Oh,
that.
okay, good. I just didn't know the time frame. Thank you.
Yeah. Maybe a little over a week at this point. You could certainly go check at some point.
Supply chain issues.
I'd like to check just to see if she got any new stuff in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, are you going to the wizard or are you going to her?
Going to the wizard.
Okay. So you guys proceed to Kelladek's tower here at number 6. And when you knock on the door, or I assume you go up and knock on the door.
Yeah.
All right. And you guys are greeted once again by, what is this kid? What is it? Zimval? I forget now. Zimval. The imp opens the door and is once again with his very, nice style. What do you want?
We wanted to speak to the wizard. We got the tower cleared out like you wanted.
Let me see if he wants to speak with you. Wait here. So he disappears for a moment and returns after a couple of minutes, and it says, "Yes, you may enter." And when you enter, you kind of come into. He also lives in a tower, so it's kind of a circular building here. There is a circular staircase off to your right, but the imp motions you toward a door off to your left, and you appear to be in. You enter a little greeting room with like some small couches and that kind of stuff and chairs, and he's like, "He will be down in a moment," and he kind of like ushers you in and retreats. Leaves the room. What would you guys like to do? While you're waiting, or are you just going to wait?
I guess just sit down in a chair.
Okay. So after a few minutes, Kelladek enters and he's like, "Terribly sorry for the wait, but you've all returned. I hope that means we were successful."
Yep.
Excellent. What did you find?
By the time we got done, a bunch of dead people.
A bunch of dead people, you say? Yeah.
Yeah,
What kind
smugglers
of dead people? What
and
were
some
we dealing
people
with?
and some people wearing these, and I just sort of tossed the robe that I took off the one guy to him.
Ah, a Kraken cloak, huh? Interesting. So you took care of all of them then?
Yep, I think so.
Like all of them that we saw.
Mm.
I can't account for like invisibility spells.
Or the 8 guys?
All of them that we
guys
could
left?
catch. One of them got away and ran away, but you know,
Or
we
or
didn't
the
see.
8 guys
We went
that
after him, but we
left?
couldn't find him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Didn't-
understood. Then I will
Didn't
certainly
we
need
need some
to.
colons?
What? I'm sorry. What did you say? I didn't understand you.
Didn't we meet some colon? Were they colons?
Kobolds.
Cool.
Some what? Are you actually saying that to him, or are you saying that to us?
No. What were the name of those things that there were in the 6 of them? And there was
There
6
were 4 colents and then 4
Colents.
humans that were also wearing similar robes that you guys left
Okay.
and did not fight. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I forgot about those. I honestly forgot about those.
Me
Yeah,
too.
JP was
That's nice. That
JP was
element.
trying to tell us again and again. You guys mean you accept?
I mean, you guys should certainly tell him that you defeated everyone that you met, whether that's true or not. That's up to you guys. So.
I mean, Gargle would not lie like that. So he's either going to keep his mouth shut or say that. I mean, I'll let someone else take the lead, but
There was also a banshee.
A banshee, you say? Interesting.
like-
she might be a little bit of a pain to deal with.
no, she
But
was
not
like she was pretty cool. She just wanted to be like
Left alone.
left alone. Like I don't think she'll be a problem unless you like.
Stay out of her room. She'll leave you
Yeah.
alone.
Well, then certainly I will try to avoid that mess if I need to, unless I just need to deal with her for some reason.
Like when you first go in, if you go like to your right and then like all the way to the end of the hallway and then the room to the right, like that's where she was. That's what she kind of was like, yo, chill out, dudes, get out of my business. And I was like, cool. And we just left and she didn't really like chase us or anything.
Good to know. Thank you.
We
Well,
broke the orb like you asked us to and left everything in that room there.
excellent. Well, then I believe there's a matter of I owe you some payment then. And
Yep, that's why we're here.
so he produces a bag with 1,000 gold pieces in it.
Just what we need.
So 200 gold apiece.
No,
Okay.
No.
you do realize there, Gargle, that the whole game is built on like gold and buying out to buy stuff. No gold for Gargle for going forward. I'm gonna have to find new ways to reward you. So, is there anything else, gentlemen? I will make my way over there at my soonest convenience to inspect Xenopus's old office.
Do you have any magical armor like a shield?
Magical armor, like a shield. Where does he have it? Not particularly, but I do owe you some potential magical boons. Would you like to maybe see if we could? Would you like me to produce something? Is that what you're asking?
Sure.
Always.
A boon? I will gladly take a boon.
Well, no, that was part of the part of your guys' negotiation, which it's been long enough that I could get why you guys forgot, was that the 1,000 gold pieces, but you negotiated for basically because he sells his magical services to the people in town. So you not necessarily a boon, but you get use of his services for free, up to 3 times.
Can you make my shield a +1 shield? Or 2, or 3?
Well, I think within my realm, I'm afraid a +1 would be the extent of my ability at the moment.
Very well.
But it will take a little bit of time, so you would have to leave it with me for a few days.
Okay, here you go.
And that will be one of your magical uses. Is everyone in the group okay with this?
So we got 3 for the group.
You got 3 total for the group. He said you can use his magic services 3 times. This would be one of those.
I mean, I feel like we should probably discuss it before we just choose willy-nilly.
Especially for somebody that wasn't there for most of the fight.
Well, is this the way the group wishes me to use my services or not?
Man, we still got 2.
Yeah, I'm fine with it, personally.
Okay.
And just the way that Ordo does fight, he goes head on. So anything with anything we could help, right? I mean,
AC is good.
he's the only healer in the joint, and
This is true. It would help his defense
we
and make him tougher to hit. So
as we are very well aware of during his absence.
Luckily Lamunda could help heal a little bit, so you guys didn't do too bad. All right. Well, with that, he takes Ordo's shield and says, speak with me in a week or so, and I will try to hopefully have it done by then.
Well, you just said a couple days, so is it a couple days or a week?
I thought I said a week.
Yeah,
it's going to take
a little bit of time.
I think, or a bit of time, I forget. It's going to take me probably at least a week.
Very well.
Do you have any options for, like, letting me do more damage?
yeah, he needs to do more damage.
Letting you do more damage.
Perhaps a +1 to your weapon.
Well, yeah, you could certainly go for that, or you could try to track down a +1 weapon another way. But yes,
I'm pretty sure my sword is
You just have a long sword, regular,
right. Yeah, so I just have proficiency with it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So obviously, yeah, you could use this to try to basically get a magical sword as well.
But like the option, we could theoretically get boons from him.
Well, you get use of his magical services, whatever.
Right. Is that within his wheelhouse of like ability?
Is what?
Is giving us boons?
No, like he can do a spell or investigate something for you, or in this case, I hadn't planned on having him able to create magic items, but sure. So like within reason, so. I'm not letting him create a, some wondrous level item or something. But...
Right, sure. I think I'm good at the moment then.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Save your other 2 for the moment?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, do you guys have anything else for Mr. Kelladek?
I don't think so.
So, basically, you reported to him, you found a banshee, and you found some guys in some robes, and you didn't mention Lamunda, but that's up to you. And with that, I thank you for your service and your time.
Oh, what was the Lamunda thing? I'm sorry.
The chick we
found her
rescued.
down there.
Found her?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, we should definitely tell him that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you do tell him about that?
Yes,
I
absolutely.
mean, he's gonna find out.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no reason to keep it from him.
So,
It's just trying to relay the stuff that was pertinent.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
let him
So
know
you
that
guys
like,
told him the whole story.
there
So
might
when
be
you-
some extra drama revolving around his
He might
lair.
know something.
So when you tell him about that part of the story, he seems somewhat taken aback that that was going on, and he's like, "And these people that had her, what happened? What did you do with them?"
Dispatched of them as quickly as we could, besides the one that ran away. That's the one I said that ran away that we couldn't get.
So one of them did escape. Interesting.
Well, we tell him also about the guy that the city just arrested, too, of course.
Yeah.
They arrested Gellin, you say? Things are moving fast here in town, huh? Well, I thank you again. He seems a little off by this news that you guys have told him, but
So do you know anything about what's going on? You seem
I'm afraid
a little,
not. I have no idea that someone like the common smugglers that there was another entrance. You say it appeared to be like they had rowed boats in there. Clearly there was an entrance I did not know existed that people were using. I will have to maybe increase my timeline for doing my investigation over there.
Okay.
I do have one more question. What is your
Certainly,
guys' deal with towers?
What? You don't like my tower?
No, it's fine. It's just all of you guys have towers.
Well, we're a mage. Of course, any mage of any kind of repute should have a tower.
Okay.
I have
That's
a
good
question.
enough.
What's with the Kraken robe? Who are they?
Well, long ago, there was a Kraken cult that was based near here, and I believe the rumors are that they say that someday the Kraken would return and reclaim this area, and I believe these people are worshippers and trying to hurry that to be.
They were in this area.
Well, yes, there was a cult. Oh, up the coast a little ways, not too far outside of town. Many, many years ago. At least that's the rumors. They say that the old town where that occurred collapsed into the sea, but I have no proof or evidence of that.
Okay. Thank you.
A reminder that you guys have been to the bottom of the
That
sea
city.
and seen that temple.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't know that. So, anything else?
Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't know that my character would mention that to him. So
Okay. Well, with that, you guys take your leave.
I suppose so.
Okay. Now what would you like to do?
If there's enough time, I'd like to check out the person that sells the magical stuff. Aren't they kind of on the way back if we go the one
So
way?
that's here at 7. So yeah, so you guys would just loop around and come by that place. All right. So you guys knock on the door of the magic shop, and once again you see Captain Zindros. A reminder, she is a female tiefling, and gentlemen, you're back again. Your appetite for magical items knows no bounds. Welcome, welcome. What can I do for you today?
Has my cloak come in, perchance?
Yes, let me see. I don't believe so, but I do believe my contacts have acquired it. It's coming. It should be in, sometime in a few days, maybe, depending on how quickly the ship arrives.
Wonderful. Anything else new of note that came into the shop?
All right, so we rolled on the table, and what do we got right now? All right. Let's see. I do have this fine piece of adamantine armor from Chainmail. Any interest in that? It is uncommon level, so a reminder of what things cost. So
Gaudy. Not for me.
I do have, let's see. I have this fine trident here. Maybe your friend would be interested. I believe most of them. It is a +1 magical trident.
There you go. How much is that?
It's a +1, but it still would do less damage than my sword, correct?
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah, because it's full of trident. So
yeah, it's a D.
So
yeah. The D6 versus the D8.
So yeah,
how much would it be though?
You're probably not gaining there any. So you're saying I shouldn't have tried to make a trident for you. Anyway, I didn't think
how much is it?
It's uncommon, so it'd be 300 gold pieces.
I might as well just take it because
it is magical.
It is magical, and
it's engraved with the word "milky." Does that?
Oh yes, it's quite strange,
you can sell your other one, right?
Since I attack twice, being able to hit is still theoretically I might end up doing more damage because I'm hitting more often.
Yeah.
And it's one constant damage
Right.
as opposed to two rant, the ability to do more.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
And I've got plenty of gold.
Yeah. So that costs 300 gold. Sorry, I just rolled a +1 weapon, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just give him a credit if he wants it."
That's cool. I'll take it.
Let's see. There's a 9th level spell scroll, which is like 250,000 gold because it's legendary. There is a very rare 25,000 gold piece potion of invisibility. There is a potion of frost giant strength. That's rare, 2,500. And then 2 other potions. She has a potion of greater healing, which is uncommon level, and she has a potion of animal friendship, which is also uncommon level. So those are 300 apiece.
Zach says it's +1 to hit and to damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any regular healing potions?
I'm afraid not at the moment. Just this one of greater healing.
For 300,
Yes.
I'll take it.
Okay. So that is 4d4 plus 4 for a greater healing.
Do you think you could get some bracers of defense?
Bracers of defense. Let me see. Close up real quick. I mean, certainly with enough time, I can find almost anything. Let's see. That would be a rare item, so that would cost quite a bit, sir. You're looking at about 2,500 gold. Can you handle such a fee?
Oh, your rares went up since I last bought one.
Did I write that down? No, you didn't buy it rare, did you? I thought you bought an uncommon.
I thought I bought something that was rare by
Unless I wrote down her
but
rate incorrectly, because you bought a +1 weapon, which was was
the
uncommon.
Cloak of the Manta Ray. They both. I thought one of them was 1,500 for some reason.
Cloak of the Manta.
And I may be wrong.
Right page. Either that or I told you wrong at the time. No, it's uncommon. Cloak of the Manta Ray is just uncommon.
Okay.
So, yeah. So this would be the bracers would be rare, so you'd be looking at a higher fee, but not out of the question. If you're interested.
I don't have that much right now. So
okay. Now I'm always interested potentially in trading. Would you have any equivalent magic items that would be worth making a trade?
I immediately rush in front and plop down a luck stone and go, yeah.
Well, that would definitely not rate a bracers. What was it? What'd you call them?
bracers of defense.
That would definitely not rate that level of item.
And then I also reach into the bag I hold and grab 6 moonstones and a jewel belt from a captain.
I'm afraid there's no magic in any of these. And this luckstone, it appears to seems as if you've attuned to it.
And then I break out a scroll of gust of wind.
Oh, the scroll.
Sounds like you're saying.
See, what is gust of wind? What level of spell is that?
I break out a scroll of gust of wind.
Gust of winds. I'm looking in the wrong book for what level of spell is that. Well, that could certainly be worth a trade for something, fairly common on the gust of wind.
It's a level 2 spell.
Yeah, so that would be common. So, all right, let me look. I think I got level 2. Let me double check that real quick because we just had one of those the last time you guys did this.
And I also pull out of the bag of holding, jingle a little set of keys, and just slowly slide them forward.
What are these?
Keys?
To what?
No idea.
Why would I have any use for them?
I don't know. Why wouldn't you?
Yes, I'm afraid nothing here would rate anywhere close to a braces of defense. If you're looking for something more common, maybe we can make
And then
it.
I also slide over a stack of 400 gold. Add it all together.
Okay, what is it you're looking for? That alone will buy you something, although not enough to get you necessarily even a rare item yet.
Are you sure?
I have no interest in anything but the spell scroll here and the money.
Do you have a layaway?
A layaway?
Yes.
Well, obviously you don't have to pay until the item is delivered, and it might take me some time to find it. But I do require a down payment.
So I would like to make the down payment, and then whenever I get the rest of the money, I will buy it, pay you off the rest of it.
What kind of time frame? Well, let's see. Let me look here.
Hopefully, I will have the money by the time you get back. I have over half the money now.
Well, let me see how long it would take. So she goes back and looks at her books and looks where she has people, and she's flipping through some stuff. Looks like it could take some time. You've been good for it to this point. We're probably looking at, at least 3 to 4 weeks before this could happen, before I could get such an item. 200 or 300 gold down payment would get you or no, wait, you got to engage her services. Sorry, I'm forgetting how she does this. Hang on, let me double check.
I think it's I'll look. Saying before it was 50 gold, but I don't know if it goes up if we.
Yeah, let me get this right.
I had to pay 300 to get the cloak.
No, well, 300 total, but you haven't paid it yet. There was nothing. It's a $50 retainer to engage her services as an item broker, and then depending on how long how hard it is to get, because your item is rare. It's actually going to it's going to take multiple weeks of effort. So it actually is $100 gold piece retainer for you for a rare item. 50 for an uncommon, 100 for a rare.
Okay.
So you owe her 100 gold pieces, and then you'll owe her the full 2,500 when it comes in.
Alrighty.
So
I lay that 100 down.
Her 100 plus for the item. So
I lay the 100 down for him and take everything back except the scroll.
No, I was buying it.
Oh, I know. You're still buying it, but I'm paying.
He's paying to engage her services, apparently.
Okay.
Well, the scroll itself, she's like, I would trade. The scroll is worth the retainer fee, and so she. Well, wait. Actually, let me make sure. Let me make sure I'm saying that correctly. Common scroll it's what 75 actually. That's 75. So she takes the scroll and 25 gold pieces for her retainer fee. So the other is you get to keep. Anything else you guys want to do here?
What you know about those braces? I don't know how to repair.
What'd you say, Goldie?
Can rogues
what about a ring of
bracers?
What?
Can rogues wear bracers?
The bracers of
item,
defense only work if you're not wearing any other armor or using a shield.
Yeah.
Or using a shield?
Correct.
So I can wear my leather.
No.
No.
So I have to be bare ass and not have a shield.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which is the
basically.
way I normally am.
Yeah,
But-
let me get back to those real quick.
There is a ring of defense and a cloak of defense that are +1.
I was going to ask about what a ring of defense would cost and such.
Because I need help
So
with my AC.
Felicia already ordered a cloak of protection,
Yes.
and then a
Protection,
ring
that's
of
right.
defense.
It may
So
be
yeah, the
ring of
bracers
protection.
require you to have no armor, no shield, in order for them to actually help you. They basically take the place of armor. And then the ring of defense.
It may be ring of protection. I can't remember.
Ring of protection. Here it is. Is you gain a +1 AC and saving throws while wearing this ring. It is a rare item as well. But yeah, it's so. Yeah.
So
There's a
what would
ring
that one
of
cost?
that. There's also a ring of resistance to certain types of damage, and yeah, those are the two that you would be looking at. Probably the ring of protection.
What would the ring of protection cost?
2,500 plus her fee to go look for it.
All right, I'll wait for that one then for a little bit.
So and
I
then
just
yeah,
wanna-
you
I'm trying
have
to keep track of all this.
and you already have a cloak of protection on the way. It's just not there
Yes, sir. And I paid the 50, I think, and that's it on that one.
yet. Yes. Yes, she requires upfront payment to look for it, and then if it comes in, because she can always potentially sell it to somebody else if you don't have it. But yeah, but she's going to keep her fee one way or the other. So
You know, while we're here, would you like to make a donation to the Tycon Roan's Educational Fund?
no solicitations.
It's for charity.
No solicitations. Good day.
He turns away in a huff.
So, the rest of you have anything else you want to do before you bail?
I mean, if you guys aren't wearing cloak, those cloaks of protection are 1 AC for that amount of money is pretty good.
Yeah.
How much are they? Because I need AC big time.
What's your AC
13.
with your armor?
Yeah.
Well, you need more armor than 2.
Mine's
Yeah, I think-
12, and I don't even have armor.
I don't think that's right.
Well, yeah, because you're a
Yeah, but you're a
I know.
Yeah.
So I'm
You're a
saying
pro.
like he's got to be higher than that, right?
Because
Yeah.
I think you're not adding your dex to that.
Yeah.
What are you wearing,
It should be
leather?
12 or
I
13 plus
got
your dex.
studded leather armor.
Okay.
And that's it.
Pretty sure that is 13 in and of itself.
studded leather is 12 plus your dexterity modifier.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your dexterity
All right, so
modifier?
12 plus, so it'll be a 14 then.
Your dexterity is +2?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're 14.
Wait, so when we leveled up at 4, you didn't put any more into dex? Or it.
No, I didn't. No,
Oh,
I
okay.
know.
Okay. Well, I put down to order 2 more of those cloaks. I want to give her 100 gold.
2 more cloaks of protection?
Yeah.
Who else is wearing one?
I don't know, but I figured 2 might be useful.
I'll take one. Can I wear it? I can wear a cloak, right?
Well, she's going to be, 3 cloaks of protection may be difficult to come by, gentlemen, but I can make no promises on that, but I can certainly search if you're willing to pay the fee.
And the fee's what, 300?
She's already searching for one, and you're asking for her to search for 2 more. One for Goldie and one for somebody.
Yeah, I pay the 100 gold for it.
Okay?
Yeah, I'll throw 100 bucks. I'll throw 100 bucks her way.
She'll take the 100 gold, so she's...
Goldie, it's 100 for both of them. I took care of it.
Oh, thank you.
Gordo's being generous for, he's feeling guilty for, getting zapped out of the dungeon, I guess. So, that's a good question, Zach. But So I thought his dex was high. I thought that was his highest one. All right. Anybody else? Okay. With that, so Ordo purchased the potion of greater healing. Gargo purchased the +1 trident, and then you guys ordered a bracers of protection and 2 additional cloaks of protection, which she made no promises she will be able to find. Okay.
Okay.
All right. What would you guys like to do?
Well, if this is downtime, you know what I'm doing.
All right. So you guys are going to return to the boat and kind of kick off the downtime here for the next.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Where are we at on time? Okay, we're at 9 o'clock. All right. Well, since Ordo knows exactly what he's planning to do for downtime, we will go from there. So let me go back and find that real quick from our last one, so I can remember what you need to roll. So over the next week, Ordo spends his time trying to raise funds, the next few days, Ordo spends his time trying to raise funds for the Tycon Fund. I need you to give me some religious checks there, Ordo. Did I lose him? You got mute?
No, he's got.
Sorry, religion check number 1's a 9.
Okay. Let me get back to the. Yeah, you don't have much interest the first day or so. You only come up with about 10 gold pieces.
Okay. How many rolls will you call for?
Give me like 4.
Okay. Next roll is natural 20 plus I get a 3. So 23.
23. All right. I need you. Okay. Oh, that's wrong. That's not what I wanted. So, you on day 2, you find a very generous donor, and you earned 150 gold pieces for your little fund.
Nice. Okay. Roll 3 is 13.
You have a little bit of success that day. You end up with 25 gold pieces from that.
Okay. And final roll is natural 20, 23 total.
Oh, and you have a ton of success on that, and you actually come up with 200 gold pieces from that day. So you made some serious cash. You came in with just under 400 gold pieces total for your fund during that week.
For anyone at home keeping track, the Tycon Rose Fund is currently at 1,185 gold.
Well, you're not paying anything out yet? I'll tell you.
Well, I've added some to it from what I've gathered as well, and you haven't told me anything's needing to be paid out yet.
Okay.
But we really should put it in something to gain some interest.
Yeah. Well, you will have to discuss that, but we will see if we can find that maybe during the next downtime, and I'll be prepared to have a plan for that. How about that? So next time we do downtown, I'll be prepared. All right. Anybody else have anything they want to do during their downtime this week? You do not obviously have to do anything.
Assume I would sort of follow my last downtime and work for the leather worker.
For Kiora?
Yeah.
Kiorna? Jorna.
if they needed
Okay.
some help. And then also of an evening, in my spare time, maybe brew up some more beer.
Okay, so let me see here. I need a sleight of hand rolls from you, and let's say over the course of a week you take on, let's say, give me 3 sleight of hand rolls.
15,
All right.
13,
Okay.
and 13.
And 13. All right. So you do excellent work, and you managed to actually complete. She gives you 3 bigger projects this week, rather than some small ones, because you're doing well. And off of those projects, you earn 20 gold pieces off the first project, and 15 gold pieces off of each of the second 2. So you earned
50 gold.
50 gold working for her that week, which is pretty good. You did some excellent work for her. So on your brewing, so not write down what I had you do before. Okay, yeah. So that's also going to be sleight of hand. What are you going to try to make this week?
I forgot what I made last week. It went pretty well. It was stout, wasn't it?
You did not. You made 3 barrels of ale.
Okay.
Which each barrel is 120 gallons. So you guys, it's only been about a week since you made that.
Yeah.
So you got 120 gallons already on the boat.
Well, I think I may take some of this over to the since Goldie really seems to like it, I think I may take it over to the tavern and see if you
can sell it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, first you got to make it. So let's give me a sleight of hand.
All right. That would be 12.
Okay. So that is pretty tasty. That is definitely drinkable with a 12. And again, you end up with over the course of the week, you end up with another 3 barrels. Would you like?
Did I not get to roll again because I just clicked it and it was a 24? Okay, 3 barrels. You said.
Yep, 3 barrels of good ale. So
okay. So I'll take 4 barrels over there.
All right.
If I can get a chance and see if they're interested in.
All right. So you're gonna take that. Which place are you gonna try to take it?
You said it was good ale.
Yeah, good, not great.
Okay.
I mean, it's drinkable in a.
Oh, drinkable. Okay, so probably the one that we stayed in that I've got a little bit of little bit of knowledge of, and whatever.
So when you enter the empty net,
yeah.
You see Treb, who is the owner behind the counter, and Allie, who's the waitress that you guys have worked with. So when you take in with your sample to see if he is interested, when he sees you, and he basically is like, "You're not welcome here."
I'm not welcome here.
Oh, don't be that way, Kreb. It's not their fault. And he storms to the back, and she's like, "Sorry about that, but he and Gellin were quite close, and so there's some people in town that seem to hold you guys responsible for what has happened." So yeah, he's just being a little grumpy. What can I do for you, Woody?
I'm sorry about Gellin. We really didn't have anything to do with that. We just rescued.
I know. He's just being a crotchety, cranky fool. So what can I do for you, though?
I was wondering if you wanted to buy some of this ale that I've made that, at least my friends think it's really good.
Well, why don't you leave me a sample, and I'll try to talk to him and see if I can come up with see if we can get to a solution. I know if it's good stuff, then he'll most likely take it. It just we'll just have to get him past his, being a stubborn fool at the moment.
Maybe have him taste it before you tell him where it came from.
Certainly, I can try that.
Thank you very much.
All right. So you leave without an immediate answer on your ale. Anything else you would want to do?
Nope, that's it.
So I will say, as you guys have been wandering around during the week, as we're partially way through, as the week goes on, you notice there's quite a bit of unrest in town. People are not happy about the Gellin situation. So, who's next? Why don't we go to Gargle next? So,
Cool.
on the next day after the first day, you do get a chance. Lamunda tracks you down and says, "Father has granted you permission to speak with Gellin if you would like."
Yeah, I would like.
So, is that where you want to start?
Totally.
All right. So she leads you to the jail, and you go in, and they take you down. I don't have a map for the jail, so they take you down a hallway to some of the cells. You find on the end one that is fairly well. It's not like nice or anything, but for a town jail, it's not like it could definitely be worse. The bed.
It's not a dungeon.
Yeah, it's not a dungeon. It's it's definitely not a dungeon. And you see him sitting on the end of his table, and she announces you, "Gellin, you have a visitor. A visitor who has come to see me now." And so what would you like to do?
What's up, my guy?
Who are you?
My name's Gargle These Nuts. I think we've met.
Oh, yes, you're one of those adventuring types, right? Yes, that's been helping the town. What can I do for you, sir? Can't you see that I'm being accused of this? This is horrible.
Well, yeah, that's exactly why I am here, dude. I
What
just
do you mean?
well, first, can I take a seat and kind of
Well, she didn't let you in. You're on the other side of the door.
well, right, but can I sit in a chair and kind of lower?
Well, you can ask her to bring you one if you'd like.
Okay, sure. I just want to appear to be, non-aggressive.
Okay.
Body language.
So she goes and gets you a stool and brings you a stool so you can sit down.
All right.
And then she retreats down the hallway so you can talk without feeling like you're being overheard. What would you like to say?
Well, first, are you being treated all right?
Of course not. I'm in jail. This is ridiculous.
Well, they're not. Are they feeding you? Are they beating you?
No, they're not.
Under the
They're just
circumstances.
holding me. These charges are ridiculous. There's no way I was involved in something like this.
Okay, man. Dude, I want to believe you and I want to help you out, but you gotta give me something more than just rage and kind of blowing me off here.
What is it you think you can do for me, son?
Well, see, here's the thing, dude. I kind of was the one who rescued her, so I think if I put in a good word for you, they might listen to me. I can't guarantee anything, but here's the thing, dude. I don't think you've got a lot of friends who are gonna pull sway for you right now, or
You think I lack friends? Have you not seen the constant crowds and how upset the townspeople are? I'll be out of here in days.
All right, dude. Then good luck. And I leave.
Okay.
Or I start to leave.
Okay.
I want to see if he calls my bluff.
He does not. He lets you start to leave.
Okay. I'm gonna leave if he lets me leave.
Okay. Then yeah, he lets you go.
All right. Well, then my conscience is clear.
Okay.
That's all he really like. I don't want to like not consciously. He doesn't think that, but I think that at the end of the day, he feels like he's no longer responsible for what happens. If that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So he he would like to get to the bottom of the truth, but if the person who is able to give him the truth is not willing to talk to him, I think that he like it's not like an issue of pride, it's an issue of just like he doesn't know what to do because he's not wise enough in the ways of the world.
Yeah. So at this point, like it was the very next day. So early in the week, Gellin, like very confident. He'd only been in there for a day. So as the week goes on, there's definitely like unrest in town. There are people that are kind of protesting and are upset because he is very popular and does have a lot of.
Obviously, like if by the end of the week the people have lost interest and the protests have stopped, I might kind of go back, but we'll get there.
Okay. What else would you like to do during the course of your week?
I want to keep practicing my surfing.
Okay. So let's go back to the surfing. And what did we do? Did we decide on... Sorry, I'm going back to that session so I can remember what we decided on. Athletics check and performance checks are what we're looking for on your surfing. So yeah, you go out to surf and you find Kronk and Crush, Waverly and Koa all out there, catching some waves, dude. What's going on? Gargle, my friend, you're back. Nice.
Yeah, my dudes. It's just on like, a little saving the world type adventure, no big deal. It's what Gargle
Saving the
does.
world, man. You're just so awesome, Gargle.
Oh, no, dude. You're awesome.
So, you ready to catch some waves?
Yeah, let's rip it.
All right. Let's see it, Gargle. Let's see what you got.
All right, so you said athletics first?
Athletics first.
That's a 9.
Oh, yeah. So you don't wipe out, but you're a little unsteady on the board the first, first.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah. So you're like, dude, you look like you've been out of the game. What's going on? Let's go. And so
I've been on dry land too long, dudes. I need to get my sea legs back.
It's okay. There's plenty of waves today. You got some time. So, so give me another athletics check.
That's a 19.
Oh yeah, this time you're like riding it like crazy as you go along, like the second session. And this one I need a performance along with your athletics.
Yeah, it's not my strong suit. That's a 7.
Okay, so you like you're riding the waves, you're staying on top of them here on your second kind of outing with them. But you're still like very like
I'm not doing anything flashy.
You're not doing anything flashy. You're just riding the waves. And it's like, man, that's way better today, dude. But you're going to have to, like, once you get your confidence up, you got to be, like, throwing some moves while you're doing it.
Well, then, you have to learn to walk before you can surf.
That's all right, dude. Yes, for sure. Good philosophy. I like it. So how many, you spend any more time out there, or is that good for now?
Was that 2 days?
Yeah, it's 2 days of surfing.
And we have a week?
Well, I've been doing like 4 or 5 days, so.
Okay, yeah, I would do at least one more day of surfing.
Okay.
That is a 22 athletics.
Oh man, now you're cruising some big waves at this point. You're like riding the pipe and doing all kinds of stuff. So let's see your performance.
12.
Oh, he's like, I saw you in there, man, riding the pipe, touching the waves, getting a little bit on one foot. I loved it, man. You are coming along. You're gonna be a pro next.
Oh, sure. Thanks, my guy. Couldn't have done it without all y'all.
Gargle's the man. So yeah, you are officially, like, at this point, you are officially part of the surf crew in Saltmarsh. So they have taken you in. Kronk and Crush and what was it? I flipped off the page. Waverly and Koa, they are your buds now. You have got some friends in the surf community should you need them.
Cool.
So
okay.
So by the end of the week, though, as the things have gone on, Dylan is not out of jail, and there's a lot of unrest in town, and people are not happy with what's going on. But would you like to go back, or are you good at this point?
I think he would give him one more chance, just to be like, because he was so confident about getting out easily.
Right.
And, I also think that Gargle has come to, care about this town somewhat and doesn't want to see it burnt to the ground since there's still unrest going on. And if he feels like he can do something to fix that, you know what I mean?
Okay.
If this is the end of the week, may I go with him for moral support?
You can certainly, like, if you want, like, yeah, you could have, like, you could go back with him if the two
All
of
right.
you want to go.
Okay.
All right. So you reach out to Lamunda again and to ask if you can speak with him, and she's like, "Well, I don't know that he'll agree to it, but I can ask." He is
Well, I
being
mean,
allowed
like, he is
visitors.
in jail, so I don't know if he has too much of a choice to, like, take
We don't
my
force
take my
people on.
call.
Like, we're not barbarians, Gargle. We don't force people to see people they don't want to see when they're in jail, just because they're in jail.
What kind
I
of
mean,
barbarians
I
are you
was gonna
hanging
say,
out with?
I may not be wise in the ways of the world, but, like, what kind of barbarians have you run into? If that's your idea of
I'm just saying
barbarism,
that we're not going to force him to see you if he does not want to. That's all I'm trying to
Barbarians
say.
next door.
So, like, so she requests, and he does. He's like, fine, whatever, and he lets you go see him. So you and Ordo are left in front of his cell. He's looking much less dapper and happy.
Yeah.
What would you?
I am not going to sit down this time.
You're not going to sit down. Okay. So he's like, I see you're back. What is it you want this time?
Yeah, and I see that you're still here, dude. You're like
It's
a little
outrageous. There's no reason for me to still be here. And they're talking about moving me. This is crazy.
you went like pretty hard on the I'm gonna get out without your help thing, so like you want to kind of dial that back a bit?
I still am not sure what it is you believe that you can do to help me.
More than you're getting at the moment, dude.
What, do you not see the constant protests? And I have engaged a lawyer.
I mean, listen, say the word, say that you don't want my help, and I will leave you alone. But like,
I'm
if you want
asking,
my help,
what is it you think you can do?
well, I don't know yet. You're not talking to me and giving me any information that I might be able to use to help you with, dude.
What information would you like?
Like, I don't know, alibi information, like whether or not you did this. Like,
Of course I didn't do this.
I don't have a horse in this race, dude. I'm just trying to like help the town. So if you can like convince me that you were not involved and you're framed in this, then I can get my crew, because I put on all three of my hats. Like, if you haven't noticed, I'm the captain, so like,
what does being a captain of a ship have to do with being able to help me here in town?
like,
Hey, my crew got you into this mess.
yeah. Like I said, we rescued Lamunda. We're like doing a lot of good things for this town right now. I think like we have some clout. Like, maybe we're not going to be the end all be all, but like to have us on your side is going to be good news for you, dude.
Good news? Again, but what is it you're proposing to do, son? Like you're going to put in a good word for me? With who? With Eleander? He's not going to. He's convinced that I am guilty at this point and wants to have me a trial, but is talking about moving me to Seaton for it because he doesn't believe there'll be a fair trial here in Saltmarsh.
Well, like, isn't that a good thing? Don't you want a fair trial?
No, I want my own loyalists on the committee so I get off for sure.
See, so that like that
evidence against me.
That does not make you sound innocent, dude.
What? I don't trust this man, and he's clearly got an axe to grind. They're after me for no reason at all. This is ridiculous.
Well, not no reason.
What, that stupid letter? There's no way I would write such a thing. I'm way more intelligent than that.
listen, like, clearly I have some doubts myself, which is why I'm here. But, like, again, like, are you willing to, like, give me anything other than I didn't do it? Like, of course you're going to say you didn't do it. You're not going to be like, oh, yeah, you got me, guys. Like, execute me already.
Listen, I am completely innocent of this charge. I've never done anything like this in my life. It is ridiculous and made up, and it's clearly, I believe, a power grab by the loyalists to try to get me off the council and out of the way so they can have their way here in town.
I mean, that's not unbelievable, but
So are you
also...
gonna like try to like incite, or are you
Yeah, I'll sure.
on any of that? So
I guidance him.
What is
You're there.
yeah, Ordo went.
Okay.
it's 21.
So you can tell that like there's truth in what he's saying, but he's not being completely when he's saying he's like when he says he's never done anything like this, like
Sure. Like, I don't think this dude's like a
this guy's
goody.
clearly,
I didn't get the impression that like he is without some skeletons in his closet.
so
But
he's clearly not as in terms of because he's trying to tell you that he's
he's just Mr. Squeaky Clean.
yeah, and you can tell that that's not completely upfront.
Okay. So after he says that, I respond by saying, that's all like well and good, and I'm not saying I don't believe you, but that argument's not going to hold up in court when they have quote unquote proof that you did it. Like, you need proof that you didn't do it.
Proof of what? That's the thing. They're saying that I was involved in this, that I ordered this kidnapping based on this note, but they produced none of these people that they supposedly found have any connection to me at all that they can prove. It's just this note that they claim is in my handwriting.
So, like, what about the note? Can we disprove it?
Well, unfortunately, it supposedly looks a lot like my handwriting, but I would never be foolish enough if I was involved in something like this. This isn't my first rodeo. I would never be involved in something like this and write such a note.
Okay.
Insight check.
Yeah, I mean,
Clearly, he's like been involved.
Pretty
in
much
shady
slipped
stuff,
up.
But like the fact that he wouldn't write a note, like he seems like
yeah. I mean,
smart enough not to-
I kind of like naturally believe him on that because he clearly is, an intelligent member of the upper echelon of this city. So for him to be doing something shady on the side, it makes sense that like he would be smart enough not to sign his own name on the paper.
right.
So that's kind of like part of the reason why I was questioning this in the first place, is because it seems too much of a slip.
I was wanting to insight check the not my first rodeo part.
Oh yeah.
Okay, go for it.
26.
Oh yeah, he's clearly done shady stuff.
Yeah.
Just maybe not this.
I
what you
say to
know.
him, listen, you don't have to play coy with me. Like, I am not here to judge you for your past deeds. I'm here to question whether or not you did this thing that we're talking about right now, dude. So, like, I don't need this whole, oh, I'm Mr. Angelic, Mr. Perfect dude. Like, let's cut through the baloney here, dude. We both know that's a lie.
Fine. I don't know what you're talking. I'm just a businessman who's
Yeah, and I'm sure you probably like kidnapped or killed or whatever. And if you got
I
away
have
with
never
it,
done any of those.
listen, dude. Listen, I don't care. Okay, like that's not what we're here about. God will judge you for the things that you've done in your past. I just want to make sure justice is served here right now.
Who all have you paid in the past month?
What? What? I don't understand your question.
What individuals have you paid in the last month? They didn't do this for
I have a
free,
whole
whether by
business.
you or someone else.
I have a whole business. I have hundreds of employees on ships and docks and everything else. Who have I paid?
I'm talking about who you paid individually, not through a company or business.
Everyone who works for me works through the trading company. I don't understand the relevance of your question.
I think what he's trying to ask is like if you've paid anyone on the side for any things off book, right?
Yes.
I have no interest in discussing this further with you.
Well, then we have no reason to help you in any way.
Then be gone.
Goggle, I'm following you.
Yeah, dude, like I'm a pretty patient man, but like you're trying my patience right now. Like you know, if someone let's say like the roles were reversed here, right? And I was in jail for something I didn't do and someone came to me and said, "Hey, I want to help you." I wouldn't be like, "Oh, what can you do for me?" I would just say like, "Cool, I appreciate the help, dude. You're an upstanding dude. You look like you're really good at surfing. You've got great taste in fish milky."
Hey, is there a role I could do, like perception or insight, to see if there's a big difference between his body language versus the arrogance from his words that he's talking?
Sure.
Okay, what would I roll then?
I would say that would be, let's go with perception.
Okay. That will be a 23.
So you can definitely tell there's some bluster here, that he is definitely concerned about the situation he's in, but he doesn't he's concerned, but he doesn't know, he also doesn't appear to trust the two of you. He believes you're probably been sent to try to get him to say something he shouldn't.
Okay, well, I whisper that to Gargle just so he knows what I saw.
I mean, okay, dude. Listen, I'm gonna put the tiger on the table here. Do you want our help?
No.
Okay, dude. If you mean that, I'll leave you to it, and good luck. But if you're just being a little bit full of yourself and proud, and you don't want to admit that you need help from someone who has a weird accent and likes fish milky, that's cool, but your life might be on the line here, so I just want you to consider your answer very carefully.
Be gone. I've had enough of this conversation.
All right, well then I leave without saying anything else.
I out of just annoyance do a cantrip light and have it be on the top of his head, so there's a light for the next hour on the top of his head that he can't put out.
How long does that take? How much distance can you do that from?
Oh, it's a cantrip. I don't think it's I don't know. It might be
range.
So yeah, as soon as you do that and start walking, what is this? And he starts yelling and complaining, and the Munda hears him yelling. He's like, "What did you do? What is going on?"
Oh, he can just see very well now.
So she kind of runs down the hall. She's like, "Get this off of me! What has he done? Make this go away!" And she's like, "Lord-ho!" She returns to you "You can't be doing this to our prisoners. We'll get in trouble for this kind of thing."
It'll go away in an hour.
Even so, you definitely won't be allowed to see anyone else after this.
Well, if that's how they are, I don't want to see them.
So, be gone, both of you. You're just causing trouble now.
Oh yeah, don't worry. You're not going to see me again to talk to this dude. He's on his own.
All right. And I think that wraps up Gargle's week.
And guys, since it looks like it'll probably be the next 30 minutes of downtime, I'm going to go ahead and go. I have 4% left.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
So thank you for having me. Enjoyed it. And hopefully I'll be at the house next time and much better situation.
All right. Well, glad you made it this time.
Yep.
Later, Big Will.
See you guys.
All right.
All right. Goldie and Felicia, you guys doing your own thing? Or are you?
I definitely would want to go visit with Lady Blackwood, so I am assuming Goldie would probably want to come along for that.
Okay.
Just to update her on all the things that we saw in our most recent adventure and how some of it might tie into what she's been investigating.
All right. So, you guys reach out to her upon your return, and she invites you to come visit her. And when you approach, you meet her in the same den that you've discussed with her before. What would you like to say?
On our most recent expedition, we ran across some rather devious fellows who may or may not be connected with what it is you have been trying to uncover in this area. And then we kind of go into the guy that Goldie was following and seeing him in the caves.
And so you tell her the whole thing about how he
Yeah.
ran off, and that's the guy that had the paper, and you tell her all of it. Okay.
Yeah.
She's like, so the evidence against Gellin is placed by Ned, huh? I thought this seemed too good to be, odd that Gellin. I mean, he's clearly a criminal, but he's not that kind of criminal. I would guess that this was all. Who hired you to go down here? You say Kadek, huh? That's one we're going to have to watch now. Seems to me like this was all a setup to get you guys down there to discover Lamunda.
Definitely seems that that was some piece of information he didn't really choose to mention to us.
Yes, I feel as though my guess is the whole crew was probably. The rumors had been that Ned was working for Gellin on some of his smuggling stuff around town. I had the feeling that Ned double-crossed his smuggling partner, and now we suddenly have a free spot on the council. We'll have to watch closely who they try to put forward for that, because they most likely will be in the pocket of the Brotherhood. I'm glad you brought this information to this. This pulls some things together. I'm wondering if Keledek really was involved, or if he was just set up to send you down there by others.
He seemed like he very much wanted to be back in that place of his own accord. Like there was something there that he cared about.
Well, this whole story, though, clearly they've been going in and out of there, and there's a bunch of people down there for something that was supposedly warded from others entering.
Right.
I do wonder how much of the truth you got from Keledek, and how much he actually knows. But definitely needs to be added to my watch list. The potential.
It's a wonder you have enough people to watch everyone you need to watch.
Oh, I don't, unfortunately. As you guys are talking,
no, Galen, he had a servant, right?
Who had a servant?
Didn't Galen have somebody with him, a buddy or something?
Gellin had not. Well, not that you had seen, but yes, he has a servant that works for him. The guy you're thinking of is Anders, who you guys have worked for before. He has a butler that follows him.
Oh, that's it. So if we're assuming that Galen is with the Brotherhood.
Oh, I don't think so. I think Gellin has been set up to be removed from the council so he can be replaced with someone from the Brotherhood.
It seems like we helped catch a patsy.
Yes.
And it seems like, was it Ned?
Yes, Ned.
Ned. It seems like Ned is trying to dupe us by sending us in the wrong direction.
Yes, I believe the whole thing was a setup to get Gellin removed. Unfortunately, I have the feeling that the smugglers that you eliminated actually were a part of his crew, and that the evidence is probably going to be quite overwhelming.
Can we find Ned?
Well, no one has seen him in town. I haven't seen any reports of him, and no one's reported to me that he's been seen in town. But obviously, we could keep the lookout for him now.
Yeah, since the moment in the caves, he's been missing, I believe.
My guess is whoever he answers to has probably got him hidden off-site somewhere.
I still don't know enough about this. I mean, my character doesn't like politicians. We know that.
Yeah.
And I don't like Gallon because I don't know much about him. Other than
he's a criminal, he's a politician, and he's in jail for something he didn't do, but he's done enough that we don't really care one way or the other.
Well, right. Shouldn't we go talk to Anders?
Oh.
The other member of the council? I mean, you can.
No, his butler. Didn't we meet his butler already?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you've met Scarin.
It's Scarin.
He's delivered messages to you for Anders, and he's like, when you guys were looking for people to host a boat, he like introduced you to some of them or told you their names. I don't think he introduced you, but he gave you names for people to work the boat. But yeah, he's been in a bunch of the council meetings, so you've met him, yes.
So shouldn't we? All right, because shouldn't we find out more about him, Galen?
Well, Scarin doesn't work for Galen.
Okay.
Scarin works for Anders, who is another member of the council.
All right, I'm just getting confused here, man. Who's the one that's in jail?
Galen.
Okay. I need a scorecard.
Okay, so there's
all right. I'll keep you in the loop.
Yeah, Goldie, Tony, there's 5 members of the council in town.
Right.
There are 2 that are considered traditionalists. Ida Allen, who's the head of the council. Gellin Primewater, who's the guy that's now currently in jail. So these are people that are from families that have been in Saltmarsh forever. And then there's Anders, who's kind of the swing vote on the council at this moment. He took his mother's place. He's not really he votes mostly with the traditionalists, but he is very much way more aggressive toward like the sea princes and that kind of stuff. So he also will vote depending on the issue with the loyalists, which are the people that are loyal to the crown, that are new to town. The loyalist members on the council are Eleander, who's also the captain of the guard, or the commander of the guard in town, the one whose daughter that you guys found.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the head of the Dwarven mine that's just out of town. Magistrate is also on the council. So those are the 5 council members. The Lady Blackwood, who you're talking to, is relatively new to town. She's basically a noble that owns a bunch of boats and is rich, and is, as you've learned, the reason she's in town is she's hunting the Scarlet Brotherhood because they killed her beloved, is what she told Felicia, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she believes they're here to sow chaos and basically take over the town and start a war between the nation and the sea princes and try to benefit from it. So that is
in prison is
opening up a position on the council that she believes is going to be filled most likely by a patsy of the Scarlet Brotherhood. She thinks they've set him up. So
right. Okay.
Does that bring together all the stuff? That's all the stuff that you guys have learned from your different visits with her over the last couple months.
Yeah, I thought Galen was Anders.
No.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. So, quick recap. Which I guess, that Woody and Gargle don't know any of this, but that's
whatever.
So, your characters don't know any of this. All right. I will think on this. Obviously, you keep your eyes out for any sign of Ned around town, and let me know if you find him or if you spot him. And do you have anything other questions for her at the moment?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Of course, I tell her that if she needs us, she can call on us,
All right.
and that we're on the boat, obviously.
Okay. Anything else the two of you would like to accomplish during your week off?
I would definitely be gambling.
All right.
Yeah, I need a drink or two or thrive.
So you guys are going to go gambling?
Yeah, I'll ask Argo if he wants to go along, but he's probably busy surfing.
Yeah.
Last time he came along and he did all right.
He did do okay the last time.
Yeah, I think I've had a pretty busy week. I don't think I would join you this time.
All right. So let me get to the gambling page so I can remember how to do that. So the nice thing also about gambling is that's the kind of place you might actually see Mr. Ned.
That's what I was going to ask her, actually, was like, is there a place that he haunts most often in town? But I mean, I don't know that she knows his habits that well.
Oh, well,
So we
there's
could always,
like the
we could always
mobile
bounce
games.
around.
She's like, well, he's obviously seen at the Empty Net along with all the other shady customers at certain times. But mostly, I believe he was playing in some of the mobile games of chance that you actually had found out about during your previous week off.
Right.
So you probably have a chance to give me a insight roll and see if Felicia can determine where the games are being held.
17.
Oh yeah, you figure out where the games are at. I gotta get back to the gambling thing here. I wrote all this down once before. Actually, I might just. Plus, that gives me some of the names that you guys dealt with before. All right. All right. So yeah, it's going to cost you, like, you got to start with at least, how much are you guys planning to gamble with?
I don't remember what I did last time. Let's put a couple hundred gold in the pot. How's that?
Well, the minimum to gamble is you have to put like 10 gold down. So I'm going
to put a couple hundred gold in.
All right, 200 gold, Felicia. What about you, Goldie?
Sure, why not?
200 gold.
Why not?
Goldie. All right. So I need you guys to roll. So as you guys go around town, I need you to roll a insight check.
Okay. Another one for me, you mean?
Yeah, each of you need to roll an insight check.
Okay.
That's going to be.
Oh, wait a minute. It's like, yeah, 19.
And I got a 10.
All right. Okay, 10. I need you to roll a charisma check. Deception. I need you to roll deception. Sorry.
A deception.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm a +4 in deception.
Yeah, I got a 22.
I got a 7.
What's the +4? That's not good. All right. 22. And then I need you to roll an intimidation check.
Yes.
19.
19 for me, too.
Hey, we finally tied.
All right. So you guys are pretty successful in your gambling. 19. Not right there. Sorry, I gotta find one thing here from your other efforts. That would have been 15. Get the right session. So, you guys are successful gambling, and why is it not? Did I not write down how that determines? Let me check up one thing. I'm sorry. Want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. get to this real quick. All right. So through the course of a couple of nights of gambling, you guys actually Felicia doubled her gold. So you come away with 400 gold pieces from your gambling.
Nice.
Woody, you gain 100 gold, so you came away with 300 gold pieces. So the 200 you put in, you ended up gaining 100. So you now have 300 where you had 200. In addition, one of the nights you ran into the half-orc Jonathan that you met previously, Felicia, that you know to be a companion of Ned.
And I want to say we got along well.
You did. You befriended him the last time.
That's what I thought.
What would you like to do in your?
I would absolutely buy him a drink.
Okay.
And spend a little time just catching up and talking to him to see how things are going.
Give me a charisma roll.
16.
Oh yeah, so Jonathan is he just loves you buying him drinks and talking to him, and Jonathan's not the brightest, not the brightest bulb in the room, but he's happy to drink and have a good time.
As we get along a little ways, I'd start saying like, so what have you been up to lately? What have you been doing? Anything exciting?
Oh no. All this commotion with the Mr. Primewater, it's slowed down a lot of the side business in town, unfortunately.
I feel you. That must be really hard. I bet Ned is really struggling as well.
Oh, Ned, who knows what even happened to him? I haven't seen him in days. He just abandoned us. Who knows where he's at?
Really? I thought you two were close.
Me too. Some friend. He just times get hard and he disappear.
Well, I'm always here for you.
Me like you a lot.
I guess that's it. I don't know what else to ask you.
Yeah, have another drink, Felicia. Another drink.
Sure, I'll buy you another. Sure, of course.
So yeah, he's becomes very, he thinks you're just the best thing ever. So, any other questions for him before you call it?
What do you think about all this stuff, Galen? Do you think this is real? Do you think he really did this?
What do you mean? Did what?
They locked him up. They're charging him with all sorts of crimes.
Well, Galen is just between us, Galen is the biggest smuggler in town, but find it hard to believe. Never known, in any of when I've worked with this crew, never known him to deal with people and stuff. He never went down the slaver road or anything like that. At least not that I know of.
Yeah, it surprised me as well.
But I'm sure he'll buy his way out at some point. He's got lots of money.
All right, I guess that's it. I'll let him go on with his day.
Okay, so so you guys managed to get a little information from Jonathan and have some successful gambling.
All right.
Anything else you guys want to do?
That's definitely good for me.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we're coming to the end here. We're right up there. Toward the end of the week, you get a message from the Lady Blackwood asking to meet not just with you and Goldie, but with the whole crew on your boat. That she wants to meet with everyone. And so does everyone agree to meet with her?
Sure.
Yeah.
So she arrives at the dock and comes out to the boat and asks you guys all so you guys kind of go into the cabin away from the crew. Just wants to meet with the main five of you. And she's like, yes. I have a potential mission for you if you have any interest. It seems a boat that went missing several years ago that belonged to my late husband's brother-in-law has been spotted. I'd like you to, if you'd be interested in a potential salvage operation. And with that, we will end it for this week and pick up next week.
Nice.
So, with a potential job from the Lady Blackwood as we end this week. So, I want to thank Zach for hanging out as always. Kenneth was in here earlier. Thank you guys. Always appreciate hanging out. Hopefully, we will be. I believe we're going to be on next week. I haven't heard anything else, but we will let you know. And that wraps up this edition of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Later, everybody.
Bye.